where we are answering all your stock-specific queries with our experts. It's time now for our next query. Now, Sharmila, coming to you, we have a query from Vishal, who's written to us from Dubai. He's a long-term investor. He's asking if he can switch from IndusInd Bank to ICICI Bank at the current levels, given the negative news flow. Now, IndusInd Bank, he has 20 shares at a price of 1,184. ICICI, he has 250 shares at a price of 850.
Yes, most certainly you can make the switch because, as you said, that the news is bad for IndusInd Bank, and while the price of ICICI Bank is, I think, close to its all-time high. But that said, the kind of numbers they've been giving and the fact that you already own the shares, and so you're sort of just adding to that, in a way, it will work out better for you, given the fact that IndusInd Bank has had all these concerns. Of course, I think a lot of the concerns are now in the price. But even going forward, I think for them to recover from this may take time. And in the meantime, we have a sector that's doing well. And within that sector, you picked a bank and you already own it, which is sort of, from a numbers perspective, delivering good numbers. So I think, yes, it makes good sense to switch to ICICI Bank. If you want another name, you could look at HDFC Bank, which perhaps is the stock that I prefer at this valuation.
Okay, so that's the view coming in on several of these private sector banks, ICICI Bank and HDFC Bank in particular. But we have MSV Raghwan, who is a senior citizen. He has written to us from Chennai. He says he's holding about 100 shares of Nazara Technology since the last 1 year. He bought them at 692 rupees per share. He's asking whether he should continue holding on to this position or sell out. Nazara Technology, Osho, what will your view be?
See, overall, there has been a very positive momentum in this counter, especially in the last month. This counter have gained from the zone of 1,000 and is now hovering around 1,300 kind of a zone. So it is advisable at current levels as the technical parameters are slightly over the overbought terrain. So it is advisable to keep a strict stop loss that if it falls below the zone of 1,230, then we can see some kind of aggravation in the profit booking. So my advice will be to keep trailing a stop loss. For now, 1,230 is the stop loss that is advisable in this counter, and hold the counter till momentum persists. So I'm expecting that once it breaches the zone of 1,320 on the higher end, there can be continued momentum for this counter. But for now, for a safer side, 1,230 is the advisable stop loss.
All right, 1230 is the advisable stop loss as per Osho for Nazara Tech. But coming to you, Sharmila, now the next query we have coming from Gautam, who's written to us from Mumbai. He has 5.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.